the stigma around pregnancy. It's just some people, some women are not born with the infliction of wanting to become a mother. And they shouldn't be told that they're wrong or there's something wrong with them because they don't have that natural quote unquote feeling that people say women are supposed to have. There's nothing wrong with a woman that may not want to be a mother. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. But what do you do when you meet people who want to have a family? How do y'all ladies combat that? You know what I'm trying to say? PhD and Jalen, how do you combat when you're out here meeting men who want to have children and y'all don't want to have children? What do you do after that?
I,
Did Jalen say she didn't want to have children?
oh, yeah,
I don't think she did.
dual income, no kids. That I should put that on a shirt.
Want to be a dink? Okay,
Dual
I hear
income,
that.
no kids.
So just by being transparent in the
Yeah.
beginning, right? So when you're first getting to know people and trying to figure out if you're compatible, and you're talking about what it is you want from a relationship, out of life, that type of thing, you let it be known that I'm not having any children. And so if that person, wants children, then y'all gonna say, okay, well, we're not compatible for each other, and you move on.
Do you think men have an issue hearing that or dealing with that contentious? Meaning that okay, she don't want no children, so there's something wrong?
Um, no, not necessarily. I think many of them don't take it serious. So they think like, oh, well, once she starts, liking me, then
Hmm.
she'll want a family with me. And then if you still don't, some of them will attempt to trap you against your will, right?
By taking that
So
rubber off.
yeah. And they might try
I'm
anything
poking
in those
holes in the
instances.
rubber.
So
I'm poking holes on
right. So right. So there are men who do stuff like that. And that's
No,
not
no, no,
funny,
no.
right?
It's not. It's not funny at all. It's not funny. It's not funny at all. I understand it. I guess maybe I'm just an outlier, and what I mean, I may be so old school. He said, "No, there's choice if they don't want kids." And I'm so old school. You know what I mean? That I want children. I'm from Florida. I want a lot of barefoot babies running around. Is that wrong for me to want that?
no.
You,
No. People are you
you
can
know what I'm
want what you
saying?
want. And there's a woman out there who
Yeah,
wants it too.
and, and,
That's
and
the
and that's
thing.
the thing, and I love it. But don't get me wrong. But when I hear women like y'all who are so smart and intelligent, there's so much you could just be giving back just by having a couple babies.
I think you can give way more to
I,
the world than just babies.
I, PhD even said it. I understand it, but I'm just saying for me, maybe my glasses is a little bit too foggy.
No, but do you really think building a nuclear family, just you and your family, is going to solve the world's problems?
No, 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 no. It's
Right.
not.
So it's just a minute part of life when you look at it
You see, it's hard.
compared to like philanthropic events that are happening in the world that are actually helping people in these third world countries and things like that. I think I'm not trying to demean like building a family. I just there are other things you can do to add to this world other than building a family.
Hakeem, I got a question. What's the difference of a woman that said I don't want to have kids and a man saying I don't want to have kids?
There's no difference. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? I think that here's the thing. I think it's a hard pill to swallow when you have an ideology that you've been raised on for so long. To hear something that is fundamentally opposing that is quite, what I mean, people will look at it different. Because let's be real, lots of time too, I look at this too. A lot of women come from trauma situations. A lot of men come from trauma situations. But here's the thing: you're in a dating space or in a space where people all think different. You're gonna tend to bump into people who think majority the same. And you also understand too, as people get older, their ideas starts to change. The way they think, the way they view things starts to change. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are firm, fast, and what they believe in. But then, you know what I mean, you might wake up one morning, somebody you have been with for 10 years who didn't want no kids, he say, yeah, I think we should have a baby. You know what I mean? I've always been like that. That's and to be transparent, that's kind of the reason most of my relationships did not last. I've met women who didn't want to have children. I want kids. I want a lot of them.
So I can't. When they say you want to have kids, did you still date them anyways?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I killed the situation right after that.
Okay.
Even if I might wanted to tap that ass, but I had to be,
You know.
you know what I mean? Even if I wanted to tap that ass, I still fantasize about that. So then I can still tap that ass, but then I'm saying it ain't gonna mean nothing because we all know that people stay the same manner. I don't want to breed resentment with you if I know that's not what you want. But I have met women sometime who tried to change my mind on it at time. Like, oh, you getting too old to be having kids. I had a woman told me that. Oh, like, you know what I mean? But here's the thing. I try to put myself to try to understand a woman's flight. That's what I'm learning every day. Let me try to understand women more and what they're going through with the situation. Even though still trying to not suppress my own needs. I'm trying to understand the needs of a woman. And I think that this is something that men, we might need to work on a little more to conversate and say, hey, are we overshadowing the needs of women? Okay, a lot of women might not want to have kids. A lot of women might not want to stay home. You might grow up like that. She might not want that. I had learned that a patriarchy is not going to work in today's modern time. I meet a lot of women who do not believe in it, and I had to accept it. I said, okay, no problem. I meet a lot of women who I can't impose me being a leader to them or me trying to control them. You know what I mean? Because you know that that's an aspect we men come into relationship automatically thinking that this has to go like this. So I'm learning even on that front, but there's just some things that I'm willing to work on and compromise with. I just think that's something I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's good to hear, Akeem. You know, you're still working and everything. So,
Yeah.
like I said, Akeem, like I said, there are still women. They still want to have kids. They still want to have 3, 4, 5 kids. You know, they dream of it and everything.
Yeah.
But there's
Find you a good
No, I
looking
don't
woman.
listen. I don't want to. What if I want a black American woman? Well,
Um,
you know
there are
me.
plenty.
You
There are
might be in
plenty of them that
trouble.
want
Yeah,
kids.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Or
She,
they're
she,
either
she,
the thing is, Hakeem, I know a lot I say my family, a lot of Black American women, they do want kids, but the max is 2, and that's it.
no, 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 no,
It's 2.
no, 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 no. We need 5 or better.
2. Like I
We need
said,
5 or
Right.
better.
my thing is, I would like I said, I would like 4. So hopefully we have twins or something like that. But you know, if we have 3, I'll be okay with that. Cause my wife, she said, you know, three is cool. I'm cool with that as well.
Listen, if one woman can give me 5 or 8 kids, I'll be happy.
Oh Lord.
5 or
I
8. Look at that. He
listen,
said 5 or 8.
yeah. Listen. I'm willing to pay. Listen
I
here.
can't don't get married. Just have a couple girlfriends. That's all I'm gonna say.
But I don't want to do that. I'm still traditional. My mama ain't gonna accept that. My mama a real
Right.
Haitian.
Yeah,
They not on that. That slutting around and stuff
You know
like
what?
that.
You know what? There's some countries do that. Hakeem, they wait till the mother dies and then they have the kids.
I can't do that. My mama's still standing on business. But here's the thing. I listen, I do care about her body. But here's a disclaimer that I'm gonna give if a woman willing to give me that. If we break up, you could just leave the kids with me and leave. So you won't.
Now, if we could just get y'all to have the children, then women wouldn't mind
No, PhD. But don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't,
we can get y'all pregnant and then leave y'all whenever we get ready to
no,
have
Period.
the
that's the thing.
kids.
But no, I don't want that to happen. But I'm
Well,
willing.
you
I'm
know,
willing.
Because
you know
I
how
don't
to,
Right.
mind.
I bet you
I
don't.
don't mind paying a little bit of child support. That means I
No,
ain't.
you can't
Right.
listen. You
No, then we gonna be complaining. They put me on
yeah.
child support. He put me
Nah,
on
nah.
child
Real nigga, a
support.
real man ain't gonna put no woman on child support. Mm.
You will after she done ruined your body and made you have
No,
a
no,
baby.
no.
well, I can't
God
have a
did.
society is.
Yeah.
You never know. Times have changed. I just want to say that.
Yeah, what'd you
Now, I
say,
just say
Freddie?
times are changing everything. A lot of men, their mindsets is changing.
No,
It
I'm
is. So
Right.
I'm just saying, not just women, but man mindsets have changed as well. We're like I said, this whole women being independent is still fresh. It's not 100 years old yet. So we're it's just something new. This is something new to us. We just got to figure
but
it
it's
out.
but it's catching fast though. It's catching fast. I don't want it to spread all over because it's a lot of good women that want to have kids.
Yeah.
Then you hurry up.
Yeah, it's still gonna be women who want to
Listen,
have kids. So
PhD, but when I
I'm sorry,
listen,
Dana.
when I
Go
heard
ahead.
you ain't want to have children, I was devastated to hear that.
Because he really
You
likes
know
you. That's
why?
why.
No, no, no. Hey, listen.
Oh,
She's very smart, so when I hear that, it just make me like. "Ugh."
How can you? Not just that. You really like her too.
No, no. I like the type of person she is. I like that you stand on business at
That's
the
that's,
S
that's what
on
I
the
want to hear.
on the SBG side. On that SBG side with them butter soft queens, cocoa butter queens. You know what I'm saying? The butter soft cocoa butter queens. That's been the hot topic all over the space now. My, huh?
wait, what? What do you mean butter soft cocoa butter queens? What is
Brownsville
that?
butter soft but cocoa butter queen.
Oh, absolutely not, sir. Absolutely not.
You
We
know
are
what I'm
not doing
saying?
that.
You know what I mean? He been turning up the streets. A lot of men are not agreeing with the butter soft cocoa butter queen terminology.
Well, what is there not to be what is there not to agree with? That he's telling men that they need to treat women with respect and uh make the center of their life God and other good values. What's there to
Okay,
not
I
agree
think
with?
it's the verbiage that he spews because I
All I've heard these men say is they got a problem with him giving respect to all the women.
oh
All women don't deserve
And that is the
respect. Yeah,
most
I've heard that
insane
too.
statement because you don't know not nail one
Right.
of these women to be calling them anything other than a queen or whatever. Anything respectful.
Right.
so
So I don't get it.
here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you why it's. Most men think it sounds like it's pandering. It's okay to call a woman by her last name or miss, but when you call a person queen or you cocoa butter or any of that nature, it sounds like you're pandering. And
Mhm.
we all know this. Women don't like to be pandered to. They want to be respected.
What?
They want to be.
Right.
Go ahead.
So why don't the men have a problem with when they hear all the different assortment of men who get up on in these spaces and call women bitches and
I don't
hoes? They'll sit right there and
listen.
listen to it and not say a word. So, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not saying you, but I'm just saying why? How could you have a problem with somebody using queen as a general term, but you see no issue with another person using bitch or hoe as a general term for women? That just doesn't make sense to me.
Now, I now now you have a point there. The dichotomy is kind of now. Most men will sit back and see that I've been in the clouds and I've heard that, but this is where we say as men we are guilty too because we do not hold a lot of men accountable, especially in these spaces. There's a lot of people who I do not support due to the fact that they
Mm-hmm.
crash out. You will never see me on a show like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that there is a mentality in this space. Certain individuals, I don't want to mention their names because I don't want to start no beef,
Mm-hmm.
who have an ideology that is destructive. And you could tell that ain't no respectable women are going to be with them long term.
Mm-hmm.
I, I
Okay.
do understand that there are men who will sit idling by. I'm not stuttering. I just don't want no problems because I know how problems can quickly. I just
Sugar Bum is wild,
huh?
right? Sugar Bum. Well, no. So the thing is, if you can sit idly by, why isn't why are they okay with not holding men accountable until it's a man respecting women? That's so crazy. Do y'all realize what that says about that particular demographic of men, right?
No, it does.
It's only a problem when a man step on the scene and say, hey, you know what? Let's respect all the women. Now it's an issue. But when, plenty of men been on the scene, still on the scene, who say, fuck these bitches. They all bitches, they all hoes, and y'all sit idly by, and not y'all,
Yes.
but the men sit idly by and say, oh, well, we don't like the whole